The 10-month wait is finally over here in baseball paradise from Eldridge Park in Orleans, Massachusetts. It's Whitey Red Sox baseball here on Whitey Red Sox YouTube page. I'm Sam Lebowitz alongside Carlo Jimenez. We're your broadcast crew for today. It's the Red Sox and the Orleans Firebirds, and after a season in which the Red Sox fell short, Carlo, something's got to change here.
Well, a Whitey team looking for an opportunity here this season to get on the right page to begin 2022, and who's better to go against than a team you didn't lose to last year in the in the Orleans Firebirds, a team Whitey has dominated under Scott Pickler, and we'll see if they can come out with a win today.
Yeah, and Carlo, a win would get Scott Pickler one win closer to the all-time wins record in the Cape Cod leaderboards. He is 5 away from tying, 6 away from holding that wins record all to himself. And if they're going to get this win, they're going to do so against a power pitcher, Ohio State's 6'6" right-hander Wyatt Longcar.
Yeah, Wyatt Longcar is a very, very powerful kid, LA guy from Southern California. And Longcar starting today here for this Whitey team. What will be interesting, Sam, is the bats always take a little more time to warm up on the Cape than the pitchers. You've got to change from the aluminum to the wood, and usually that is advantage pitchers. So Longcar already a terrific arm, and with the advantage of hitters trying to get used to the wooden bats, he should have no problem here today.
And we got a mild night, had some rain earlier. We'll see how the ball travels here at Eldridge Park that plays pretty short down the lines, but very, very deep in center, 434 to center field. Few have ever hit it out there. In fact, the rumor is Frank Thomas, Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, the only player who's ever hit one out to straightaway center here at Eldridge Park. The lineup that Wyatt Longcar will face for your Whitey Red Sox to begin the 2022 season goes as follows. Caden Connor from Cal State Fullerton, he'll lead off. He's playing right field. Cole Carrig from San Diego State University will play center and bats second. William Hamiter from the University of Alabama bats third in left field. Johnny Long from Long Beach State plays first base and cleans up. Mike Bovey from Nebraska Omaha plays third base. Luke Franzoni out of Xavier, one of the highest home run totals in the NCAA this season. DH bats sixth. Paz Ferreras from Western Carolina bats seventh and plays second base. Hunter Haas, who is transferring to Texas A&M, plays shortstop. And Simon Reed catches and bats ninth. Caden Connor stepping in against Wyatt Longcar to get the season underway here on the Cape in 2022. The first pitch is fouled right back to the net, and we are underway. Longcar, 6'6", a power pitcher to the highest degree. He had 73 strikeouts in 51 and a third innings pitched. 0-1 and hit in the air to right field, where Pennington in right field has it one away. Gives us a chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Orleans Firebirds. You already met the right fielder Garrett Pennington as Cole Carrig steps in. He's joined in the outfield by the center fielder Travis Honeyman and the left fielder Jacob Stinson. The infield goes as follows, left to right. Luke Keeschel plays third. Jacob Wilson plays short. The second baseman is Nate Furman, and the first baseman is Kevin Sim. Behind the plate is Connor Burns as the first pitch to Cole Carrig, a strike on the outside corner, fastball. Carrig, switch hitter, batting left. Out of San Diego State University, a true utility player playing center field today, but he's a guy who can play everywhere, including catch. 0-1 coming to him. Another strike outside corner, 0-2. Carrig, long, flowing blonde hair. True San Diegan by looks of it. 0-2. Poked over short. It's going to be a base hit in the left center. Cole Carrig on the board with the first hit of the YD season. He stops on at first base with a one-out single.
Well, so much for taking time to adjust to the wooded bats. YD has made contact nearly every time against Longcar, and go-ahead run on the base paths here in the visiting half of the first.
And Carrig is truly a guy who is plus hit. He hit 388 for San Diego State this season. Finished his season 30 out of 67. That's a 447 average over a 17-game stretch. He's on at first base here with one out. William Hamiter out of Alabama, left-hand hitter. Now bats. First one of him off the plate away. Hamiter out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Okay.
Just limited to 35 games for Alabama this year due to a foot injury. As he will check his swing and miss. It's a strike, 1-1.
Carrick's got pretty good speed on the base pass, Sam. 19 stolen bases for him in 27 attempts this past year at SDSU.
We'll see if they get him going. With his teammate that they call Hammy up at the plate, 1-1. Away, 2-1.
Me or someone else?
For Hamiter, 4 home runs this season, 27 driven in. Across 124 at-bats, he hit 266 in his junior season. 2-1. High fly ball, left field line will go fouling out of play over towards the street. And hits off a fan. He took it in the shoulder. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's already popped back up, but it is day one, right? So we got to give him some leeway room, but that was tough play.
Even the fans have to warm up the.
It's fair. We give him one though. That was right there.
Nice crowd here, especially on a day we had some rain. 2-2 home, away, and count runs full. The Orleans Hill to the right of first base, to the outside part of the field of play. Still some space if you want to come down to the game and check out the Red Sox, but a decent crowd on that hill. Full count, Carrig not running, and it's fouled right side.
Good patient at bat so far for these YD hitters. Making Longcar work.
Hamiter batting left, facing another 3-2 count. Carrig not going again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. You got him. Looked like he took something off, maybe a changeup, as Longcar punches out his first hitter here in 2022 summer. Brings to the plate Jonathan Long, right-hand hitter out of Long Beach State. And sometimes the baseball gods have humor. Jonathan Long, Long Beach State. Maybe we'll see some long balls this summer from the right-hand hitter. First one to him. High fly ball to center. It's pretty deep out there, and Honeyman's got it and plenty of room. He makes the catch and ends the inning. Gets us through the top half of the first here at Eldridge Park. We'll take you home for the bottom half, introduce you to the Orleans Firebirds. When we come back, it's YD Red Sox baseball. YD Red Sox baseball is brought to you by T-Mobile. T-Mobile is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League and believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities and small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/AcrossAmerica to find out more. Back at Eldridge Park for the bottom of the first, Sam Lebowitz alongside Carlo on the mound for the Red Sox. Will Rudy out of California Polytechnic State University. We'll talk about him more in just a moment. Here's the lineup that he faces for the Firebirds. Nate Furman is the leadoff batter. He plays second. Jacob Wilson, the shortstop, bats second. Luke Keischel, the third baseman, is in the 3 spot. Brock Rodden, the DHer, cleans up. Kevin Sim, the first baseman, bats fifth. Garrett Pennington is in right field. Jacob Stinson, the left fielder, bats seventh. Connor Burns, the catcher, bats eighth. And Travis Honeyman bats ninth in center field. Furman steps into the left-hand batter's box. First pitch from Will Rudy just misses beneath the zone for ball 1. Rudy joins the Red Sox from California Polytechnic State Institute, 6'1" right-hander.
Can you say something else? That's
And
so
it's
hard.
Rising Jr. out of Irvine, California. The 1-0 is low, skips in to Simon Reed for ball 1. Defensive alignment for the Red Sox. He just met Simon Reed behind the plate. Jonathan Long is the first baseman. Pass Ferreras, the second baseman. Hunter Haas, the shortstop. Mike Bovey, the third baseman, as Rudy again misses low on the 2-0. Count runs to 3-0. The outfield left to right is William Hammer, Cole Carrig, and Caden Connor. As a 3-0 to Furman. He is down the middle, strike 1. Will Rudy was the CCAA Most Valuable Pitcher of the year this year, an all-CCAA first-team member and an all-tournament team member. As his ERA sat at 3.10, as the 3-1 is softly hit over second. It's going to get over a leaping pass Ferreras into right field for a leadoff single. Ferreras stands at about 5'8" and had to be about 6'2" to get that ball, as it lands in softly for a leadoff single.
He's in the right spot, just not enough inches.
Jacob Wilson, son of Major League veteran Jack Wilson out of Grand Canyon University, steps in, right-hand batter. He's the shortstop. Talking about Will Rudy, 4-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, cutter, and a changeup. First pitch is low to Wilson, 1-0. Told me yesterday that when he's at his best, he'll work up in the zone with his fastball. He's a high spin rate guy, likes to use his curveball to get ahead of guys. He throws over to first. No play there.
Where should I go, the pitcher or the catcher?
2 Southern California guys here. Wilson out of Thousand Oaks, Rudy out of Irvine.
Lots of California guys here in Eastern Mass, something that probably makes you feel nice and at home, Carlo.
Say a little bit. Southern California, my second home down there at USC.
Talk about Will Rudy in the season that he had. The season ERA at 3.10, but before those last 4 starts, he was at 1.89.
Yeah, kind of a deceiving 3.10.
And he did go around. Jacob Wilson swung at that 1-0, count even. A deceiving season, Carlo, you started talking about it. Those last 4 starts, an ERA above 6, jumped his ERA for the season above. Chopped slowly back to the mound. It hit off Wilson's foot, a foul ball. So a 1-2 count on Jacob Wilson. Runner on first, no out. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. 1-2 home. See how they score that one. The result puts runners on first and second. Could have been a double play ball.
Yeah, that's a tough hop for Bovey there. And Sam, you're always going to have a little bit of jitters, and you wonder that ball comes his way, what's racing through his mind. Let's see if he can settle down maybe a little bit.
So an early jam for Will Rudy to work out of. He gets Luke Keischel, a returner for Orleans. First pitch, the right-hand hitter, is a curveball that drops in strike 1. And Carlo, you worked here in Orleans last summer. You got to see Luke Keischel play for this team. What kind of player are we expecting here?
And not a whole lot of power, but a whole lot of contact. He showed an 11-game hitting streak in which he hit 500 last year.
0-1. Fouled back towards the hill. Count goes to 0-2 on Quiche.
Lights aren't on yet here at Orleans. Got to imagine they'll turn on sometime soon. Of course, 6:30 start instead of the traditional 7 o'clock.
And as the skies darken, I'm sure those lights will turn on. One of 8 ballparks now on Cape Cod with lights here in Orleans. 0-2. Foul back. Do it again. Quiche still out of the University of San Francisco. Third baseman today for Orleans. Another California guy out of Watsonville.
Yeah, a little bit more central California. And Aptos High School is not a very big high school. Maybe 1,000 kids.
0-2 again. Curve, sits high. 1-2. For Quiche this year, 8 homers, drove in 34. 305 average and 947 OPS. One of the best hitters on that San Francisco team. Had 15 multi-hit games for USF this season. And started every day at shortstop. 1-2. Left side, and it skips on by Bovey and goes into left field. This will score the game's first run. Around third comes Furman. Heading to third and stopping there is Wilson. Up to second is Luke Quiche. Scoring pending. Could be an RBI double. Perhaps another error on Mike Bovey.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Will Rudy almost had a double play ball, and there's the third out of the inning there. So he's thinking he should be in his dugout right now, and instead he's still looking for his first out.
Do you want to still be on the pitch?
And
or
a
no?
tough task here. Second and third, nobody out. Already a run home. Brock Rodden, the designated hitter, the next to face him. Rodden out of Wichita State. Left-hand batter. First one of him. Missed off the outside corner. Close pitch, 1-0.
That last one marked an error, Sam, but the first ball towards Bovey marked a hit. So just one error according to the official score.
Thank you, Carlo. Good year this year for Brock Rodden, to say the least. 1-0 to him. Curve drops in strike on the outside corner. 17 homers, 48 driven in, and OPS approaching 1,100 at 1.093. He hit 338. A very, very good year, and not a guy you'd expect to be a power hitter. He stands at 5'9", 170, but he can get into him from the left side of the plate. 1-1. This one sits just high, 2-1.
Well, Rudy's got no forces, 2 runners in scoring position, and he hasn't been helped out by his defense a lot. What a grueling welcome to the Cape.
We'll see how he can pitch out of it. 2-1 to Rod. Bounce to first. Long fields it right by the bag. He gets it. Throws home. Safe. Looked like the runner from third, Jacob Wilson, got under the tag. Rodden was out on the force at first base. That is the first out here of this bottom half of the first. Jonathan Long fielded it right by the base and stepped on the bag as he fielded it through home straight away. Looked like a close play. Not sure Simon Reed actually got a tag down on Jacob Wilson. It's a 2-0 game now.
Yeah, it looked like Simon just wasn't deep enough back towards the plate. He spun to tag and whiffed it all.
On the play, Quiche moves up to third. Brings up Kevin Sim out of USD. Right-hand hitter, first one to him. Swing and a miss for strike one. Sim, the first baseman. Got some fun stories on him. His dad, Chang Soo-shim, played 15 years in the Korean baseball organization, hit over 300 home runs. And Sim has similar power as the 0-1 is swung on and missed strike two, another fastball. Infield is in here for YD, but Rudy could use a strikeout. He's ahead of Sim 0-2. His dad held the nickname Hercules.
You got to be good with that nickname.
Sim hit 12 home runs this year for San Diego, so he's got similar pop. 0-2 comes in and hits him on the elbow guard. On an 0-2 count, a fastball from Will Rudy comes up and in and nips Kevin Sim. He shakes it off immediately. It hit right off that elbow guard, and he heads down to first base.
Well, if you're going to take a pitch, not a bad spot, but again, Will Rudy has to continue to work through this grueling first inning.
Sets up a chance for a double play ball with Garrett Pennington, the right fielder, now batting. Pennington out of the University of Central Missouri. Simon Reed out to give signs to his infield.
Very simple signs there from Simon. Tap of the head, the bicep, and then the wrist. It's early season, not going to do too much.
Sim did steal 8 bags this year for San Diego. He's not going on the first pitch. It's in for strike 1. Pennington, stocky corner outfielder at 6 foot, 215. And he can swing twig. 11 homers, 50 RBIs. Hit .397 this year for Central Missouri. 0-1 to him. Shot out towards left. It's going to go foul. Home run distance, but allowed. Second strike.
Only 300 down that left field line. Doesn't take much to get out there.
Certainly not down the left field line, like you mentioned. 300 feet in the left field corner, 314 feet in the right field corner, all the way away in center, 434 feet. So it juts out in the power alleys big time. 0-2. Fouled off right side, out of play. There is netting up here protecting the fans on that hill. But if you can get it just right, like Pennington just did, it still is going to come in pretty dangerous for those fans along the right field line.
Really dangerous if you parked a car out there.
0-2. Fouled back. So Rudy, again, having trouble putting guys away here in this opening inning. Obviously, the defense hasn't been a help to him.
He's thrown 17 strikes and 8 balls. He's been really aggressive.
The reason that he's starting this game, according to Scott Pickler, is he throws strikes. He's got a 4-pitch mix. 0-2 again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball coming down and in on Pennington. He got it by him. And a big, big second out for Will Rudy. Brings up Jacob Stinson, the left fielder. Stinson out of the University of Nevada. And he also had a pretty good year offensively, a .396 hitter. Left-hand hitter. Runners on the corners, 2 runs home in the inning. First one, missed away. Rudy sets at the belt on an 0-1, or 1-0. In the dirt, nice block by Simon Reed. No one's going anywhere. Moves the count to 2-0.
Yeah, Reed, one of the reasons behind the plate, his defense, 2 errors all of last season. Sam, he is terrific.
The Red Sox are missing a few catchers that they hope to get over the course of the summer, so Reed, a Division III guy, is in there. 2-0 is in for strike 1. Simon Reed out of Westmont College. That's actually not a Division III school. That's an NAIA school, not even NCAA. 2-1. Popped up, foul. It's going to get back out of play over our heads. So the count runs even, 2-2. Wide set at the dish for the left-hand batting Stinson. Faces a 2-2. Just missed off the outside corner. And it's ball 3. Count runs full.
This is going to be pitch number 33 of the first inning.
2-0 Orleans, bottom half of the first here at Eldridge Park. Runners on the corners, here with 2 out. Sim will be moving from first. Johnny Long is playing behind him. Rudy comes set. Full
Be
count.
easier to know if I say hold up
Line
and
towards
squat,
right
then we
field.
can do it.
It's going to get down in front of Caden Connor. Base hit. A run comes home. Sim heads first to third. RBI single for Jacob Stinson. It's 3-0 Firebirds. So a tough opening inning for Will Rudy continues. Brings up the catcher Connor Burns here with first and third and 2 out once again. 3 runs home. 3 hits in the inning, all singles. A hit by pitch and error have contributed to this for Will Rudy. Right-hand hitting catcher Connor Burns from Long Beach State. First one to him. Up and in for ball 1. If you're scouting to the stat line for Connor Burns, you'd think that this is an out that Will Rudy has to get. A 162 hitter this season at Long Beach State, just 1 home run, and a 430 OPS. 0-1 pop foul. Similar numbers this previous season, his freshman year at Long Beach State. He hit a little better last season in the Northwoods League for Eau Claire. 235 average, 768 OPS, certainly respectable. Hit 6 home runs across 187 plate appearances. 1-1 count. Runner starts and stops. It's strike 2. Well-regarded defensive catcher is Connor Burns. Part of the reason he's back behind the dish for Kelly Nicholson here on opening day. 1-2. Tipped foul. Just got a piece of one that was heading towards the dirt. Count remains 1-2.
It's a good amount of room, too, behind home plate here at Eldridge Park. So Reed's got to be extra careful behind the dish. A ball gets by there, and a run's easily scoring from third.
Reed athletic back behind the dish, certainly has been mobile back there in this inning. 1-2, runner going, swing and a miss, strike 3. So, here in this opening bottom half of the first, Orleans puts 3 runs across for Will Rudy as we head to the second here at Eldridge Park. Still lots of baseball here on opening night for the Cape League. It's 3-0 Firebirds over your Red Sox.
Welcome back to Eldridge Park. Cape Cod Veterinary. Cape Cod Veterinary Specialists offer premium emergency and specialty care for your pet when it matters most. Located in Buzzards Bay and Dennis. Learn more at capeCodSpecialist.com. That's capeCodSpecialist.com. Carlo Menace here with Sam Lebowitz. Sam stepping in to the second inning.
It'll be Mike Bovey, Luke Franzoni, and Pass Ferreris to get things going here for the Red Sox in the second against Wyatt Longcar. Thank you very much, Carly. You're natural on those ad reads. Mike Bovey will get us going. Left-hand hitter out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha. Takes one on the outside corner for strike 1. Red Sox trailing here in the second inning 3-0 as without the aid of an extra base hit, the Firebirds push 3 across against Will Rudy in the opening first. Longcar working quickly and misses down and off the plate. 2-0 to Bovey. And Bovey can swing the twig a little bit, Carlo.
That's what I hear. .364 average for him.
2-0. At the knees for strike one to Bovee.
I'm kind of impressed with this patient at bat by Mike. You'd think you make the defensive error in the half inning in the bottom.
As the 2-1 misses well up and away, 3-1. Couple of plays he probably would tell you he should have made in the bottom half of that first. One was credited a single, one was credited a two-base error that scored a run on Bovee. Here he is ahead in the count, 3-1, a guy who hit 8 home runs for Nebraska Omaha this year, 3-1. Missed away for ball 4. Or rather, it's 3-2 now. The count on the scoreboard was wrong, so we'll reset here at a full count for Mike Bovee. It's on its way, and it's tipped foul at the dish.
But usually, Sam, maybe a guy makes an error, he wants to get that all back in the next at-bat. But impressive that he's been willing to take pitches and sit on things from Longcar.
Left-hand hitter, close stance, 3-2 to home. Is popped foul, it's going to get out of play. Bovee to be followed by Luke Franzoni and Pass Ferreras. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the YD lineup here in the top of the second from Eldridge Park. Trying to get a couple of runs back against Orleans. 3-2 is in there for ball 4. So took a couple more pitches, but we were right. He did walk. And the Red Sox had the leadoff runner on.
And that's exactly how you want to start an inning off in which you give up 3 runs in the bottom of the first. At least get one back here if you're the YD Red Sox.
Brings to the plate one of the more prominent power hitters in the Cape this summer, the DH for the Red Sox, Luke Franzoni out of Xavier, who hit 29 home runs this summer. And if you look at him, he's built like it. First one to him is off the fist to short center. Back to shortstop Wilson. He makes the catch, one away. So Franzoni takes one off the fists and pops out. One away, holding at first Bovee.
You at least like to move Mike over if you can, but we'll see if the YD veteran can move the runner at first.
That's Pass Ferreras, the second baseman out of Western Carolina. The Catamount was here last summer for Scott Pickler's crew and parlayed his summer ball season into a pretty good year at Western Carolina. Hit 362. First one to him is swung on and missed, strike one. Middle infielder, plenty of speed, but he's got some sock in his bat. 15 home runs for the Catamounts this year and 235 at-bats. Led the team in average, RBIs, and home runs. 0-1, swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, 0-2. Looked like that Wyatt Longcar slider to get ahead of Ferreras. Last summer for YD, didn't hit much, 155 average, but he said he learned a lot with Scott Pickler. 0-2. That one slammed out towards left, hit pretty well, and forget it. Pass Ferreras with a 2-run home run over the left field wall, and the Red Sox strike back and get 2 back. It's 3-2.
Well, Cape season's starting out well for Pass, and that's exactly the response YD is looking for. 2 runs on 1 swing of the bat.
Ferreras hit 1 home run as a Red Sox last summer in 22 games, and 1 at-bat deep into his 2022 summer. He matches that total already. Hunter Haas steps in right-hand hitting shortstop for the Red Sox. First pitch to him, foul back 0-1. On a 2-strike offering, Ferreras just caught something over the middle. And it is pretty hitter-friendly to straightaway left and straightaway right. Pass got one deep to left. 0-1 to Haas is put up in the air to right field. Not all that deep. Pennington started back, now moves in. And a one-hand catch for the second out.
Red Sox continue to make good contact here against Longcar. He's not really blown them away with anything. Does have the strikeout, but outside of that, YD has done a good job battling.
Simon Reed, the Red Sox 9-hole hitter, steps in. Catcher out of Westmont College, the NAIA school we talked about earlier. First one to him, strike on a fastball. So a 3-2 ball game here at Eldridge Park in the top half of the second. Good response by the Red Sox here to get 2 back after they gave up 3 in the bottom half of the first. Reed this year had a great year for Westmont. And he will foul one off left side. A 400 average in 45 games played, 9 home runs. Slugged .697 and got on base at a .441 clip. High. Count runs to 1-2 on him. An NAIA All-American honorable mention as he helped lead Westmont to their first NAIA World Series appearance in program history. 1-2. Bounce right back to the mound, gets through up the middle towards Jacob Wilson. Hits the bag, he'll have no play. Came up on him after it hit the second base bag. Nothing really you can do there. Simon Reed's got an infield hit.
Slow infield here at Eldridge Park. Simon Reed says thank you very much as he takes a base, and now YD will bring the go-ahead run to the plate coming into this inning, Sam, down to 3-0.
And it's Caden Connor in the top of the Red Sox order. Connor led off the game with a fly ball to right field. See if he can make anything of that break for the Red Sox. Jacob Wilson, the shortstop out of GCU, the son of a defensive wizard in Jack Wilson. First one to Connors, a strike on the outside corner. 12-year Major League vet, spent 9 of those years in Pittsburgh. And just like Dad, Jacob Wilson is known for the glove, but really not a chance to see it there as the ball bounced off the second base bag and came up towards his shoulder. 1-0, he squares the bunt and takes it away.
Longcar seems like he's having a little bit of trouble, Sam, keeping that fastball in the zone. He's missing a lot high and away with it.
Something to keep an eye on for sure. It's a 1-1 count here on Caden Connor. Left-hand hitter. Check on Reed at first. He's not going anywhere. 4 stolen bases in his sophomore season for Simon Reed.
It's better than none.
Certainly.
He's got some speed, right?
We'll see if they put anything on. 2-1 count. Is line just foul. That ball curled back in towards the line and landed about 3 feet foul. Caden Connor was not running out of the box, but that ball did look more foul than it wound up being off the bat. Count moves to 1-2 on Connor.
Well, Sam, you got the best view at it. You might as well be right down that line at first.
Perfectly angled that first base foul line. I could see off the bat it was foul. Caden knew what he was doing. 1-2. Low. 2-2. Couple of runs home here in this second inning for the Red Sox. Made a 3-2 game on the Paz Ferreira's 2-run home run. Simon Reed on at first with 2 out. 2-2 count to Connor. Away. Count runs full. So lots of deep counts for the Red Sox. Earlier in this game against Wyatt Longcar, the Ohio State right-hander. Longcar struck out just 1 hitter so far through the first 5 outs of this game. 3-2 runner going in the dirt for ball 4. Second walk of the inning and puts the tying and go-ahead runs on base here in the second for Cole Carrick. Carrick singled his first time through as Connor Burns goes out for a conversation with his catcher, or with his pitcher rather. So pretty good speed on the bases. On at first and second, 2 runs home already in the inning. For Cole Carrick. Switch hitter batting left. as Lunkar steps off before he even gets his sign. Tall right-hander sets at the letters. First one to Carrick is low. 1-0. Carrick, true utility guy, told me that he wants to eventually play all 9 positions, including pitcher, in a game. Today he's out in center in the Red Sox scrimmage against Harwich earlier this week. He played catcher. 1-0 home to him is upstairs. 2-0. As Lunkar is really starting to lose the strike zone.
Carrick only took 12 walks in his 214 at-bats at San Diego State. He's not a guy who's going to lay off a bunch of pitches, but he looks very patient right now.
Not a big power guy, just 3 home runs this season. Likes to swing the bat. Finds lots of success when he does so. 2-0 is lined the other way for a base hit. To third goes Reed. They're going to hold him as everyone moves up 90 on an opposite field line drive single for Cole Carrick. And the sacks are full of Red Sox here with 2 out. And William Hameter will be the batter. 2 a day for Cole Carrick.
Cole Carrick looks comfortable, and you got to take advantage here if you're his YD team. With 2 outs, you load him up. And we'll see if Hameter can, with 1 swing of the bat, tie and give the Red Sox the lead.
Hameter, a strikeout victim his first time through. Big spot here for the Red Sox in the second. 2 runs home, they trail by 1. First one to Hameter is lined down the left field line, heading into the corner. That ball is just foul. Hameter made a bid for an opposite field grand slam, but it lands probably about 10, 15 feet to the left of the left field foul line. And a long 0-1 count.
And it looks like Orleans is going to start to get somebody hot in that bullpen. A couple of catchers going back in right center field. Might not see much more of Mr. Longcar on the mound.
Lunkar keeps wiggling that right arm every time he steps off. Could be something to that, maybe some discomfort. 0-1 in the dirt. So an even count, 1-1 on Hameter of Alabama. 5'11" left-hand hitter, corner outfield type. Told me he wants to work on hitting for power a bit more this summer. There's 4 home runs this year for Alabama across 33 games. As the 1-1 just misses below the zone. 2-1 to Hameter. Did hit 6 doubles. Drove in 27. Almost an RBI per game. 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded. 2 runs home in the inning here with 2 out. Chopped slowly at the plate. Burns out to field it. And he gets him on at first base to end the inning. Red Sox score 2, but they leave them loaded here in the top of the second. We'll move to the bottom half here at Eldridge Park. Orleans leads the Red Sox 3-2. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by the Massachusetts State Lottery. As proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing. From the baseball diamond to the many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning into 50 more. Bottom half of the second here at Eldridge Park. Red Sox trail the Orleans Firebirds by a score of 3-2. Will Rudy back out for the second. He faces 9-1-2 in the Orleans order. That's Travis Honeyman, Nate Furman, and Jacob Wilson. Honeyman, the center fielder for Orleans. Right-hand hitter, nice. And a tall drink of water out of Massapequa, Long Island, out of Boston College. First one to him is just off the outside corner.
A tall drink of what?
Water.
Oh.
Looks to be about 6'1", 6'2".
Listed 6'2". You can always knock like 2 inches off.
1-0 foul back, right side, towards the parking lot. 1-1. 329 hitter at Boston College this year. 6 homers, 19 driven in. Got on base at a 402 clip. 1-1. Another foul ball right side over the hill.
Travis Honeyman is our producer Zach Clamp's least favorite hitter so far. Sent 2 balls towards his car.
Lots of other cars over there, but
True.
Zach's the most important for our purposes. 1-2, foul back again. This one really over towards the cars. That was a line shot over the net.
Be a big first out here, Sam, for Rudy, who didn't get his first out until the 6th batter of the first inning.
It's a 1-2 count on Honeyman. Chopped slowly, right of the mound. Ferreras charges, throws to first in time. 1 away. So he does retire that first batter, something he did not do in the first inning. Gets to face the top of the Firebirds lineup now, and Nate Furman, who led off with a single.
And the advantage it must be for a guy like Paz Ferreras at second base to not feel all the nerves and of the glamour of the Cape. He just looks a little more comfortable than everybody else out there in a red uniform.
Yeah, both at the plate with his home run last half inning. In the field, too. Knows how these infields play. First one to Furman, strike outside corner. Certainly an asset to have a guy like Paz back this summer for the Red Sox. 0-1 to Furman is fouled at the plate, 0-2. And Rudy has come out in this second inning throwing more strikes for sure.
I mean, scouts are here. He doesn't want to just show 1-2 innings of work. If he can get through this one quickly, maybe he earns himself another and try to repeat the process.
Rudy worked 89 innings this year for Cal Poly, so his innings are already quite up there. We figured we'd see about him 75 pitches. 0-2 is floated out towards left and in to dive and make the catch is William Hameter. Put a star on that one. That's your second out. Great defensive play here by Hameter's your second out. Furman retired for the first time today. Now Jacob Wilson will hit.
Defense being a little kinder to Rudy on the mound. And a nice play by Hameter, who I'm sure that one feels good after he grounded out with the bases loaded to end the visitor half of the second.
Contributing on a side of the baseball where people might not seem to care as much. Jacob Wilson swings at the first pitch, grounds it to second. Pass Ferreras, busy this half inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Will Rudy, coaxes the ground out. Very quick half here in the bottom half of the second. We'll move on to the third here at Eldridge Park. Orleans leads your Red Sox 3-2. Do you want to read this one?
YD Baseball is brought to you by Captain Parker's. Well, hello from Captain Parker's Pub over in West Yarmouth on Route 28. The entire crew from Captain Parker wants to give you a big salute to Cape Cod baseball, especially the young players that have dedicated so much time and effort to America's pastime. So join us for lunch or dinner or just a bowl of our world's famous Cham Chowder. Captain Parker's, easy to find, but awful to lead. And Sam Levowitz, take us away. Third inning action between Orleans and YD.
4-5-6 as the Red Sox will look to at least break even in this game. They trail 3-2 to Orleans here. Kicking off the third, Johnny Long leads things off against Wyatt Longcar and takes the first pitch that skips in for ball one. Long, Mike Bovey, and Luke Franzoni. That's 4 through 6 in the Red Sox order to get us going in the third. Long flew out to center his first time. 1-0 is put up in the air to right center field, hit pretty well, but moving over is Honeyman. And again, John Long flies out to center. Quick first out here for Longcar. Brings Mike Bovey, who walked his first time through.
Yeah, might as well call it the Bermuda Triangle out there in center. Any fly ball that's hit high enough, somebody's probably going to end up with it.
Where long fly balls go to die. That center field wall here at Eldridge Park. First one to Bovey. Strike outside corner fastball. He led off second inning with a walk and came around on the Ferreras homer as he swings through an 0-1. Count moves to 0-2. High fastball there from Longcar.
Well, such a patient at bat in the second. It's been the opposite. Now he's got to go on the defensive here in the third.
Try to work his way back into it. 0-2. In the dirt. That ball went about 45 feet to home plate. Skipped in well in front of home. It's ball one. About as easy a take as you'll find. The Red Sox wearing their all-red uni-tops with YD on the chests. 1-2, poked out towards left. That one's going to sit down fair, a base hit. And Mike Bovey. Excuse me. It's actually going to be a fly out there for Mike Bovey. We are unable to really see down the left field line here at Eldridge Park. So doing our best we can. It's out number 2. A line out there from Bovey that hung up for the left fielder, Jacob Stinson. Luke Franzoni steps in, right-hand hitter, swings at the first pitch and misses 0-1. So if you'll be patient with us on those balls on the left field line, we'll appreciate it. 0-1 to Franzoni. He went on the swing, called by the home plate umpire at strike 2. Not much of an attempt, but enough to get the call. 0-2 on Franzoni. DH for the Red Sox. 0-2. Missed off the plate. Franzoni, 29 home runs this year for Xavier. Lots of pop. 1-2. And that missed just inside. So an even count on Franzoni. But at one point this year owned a stretch in which he hit 7 home runs, or 7 consecutive games with a home run for Xavier. 2-2. Foul back.
Action in the Orleans bullpen. A.J. Blabla is getting warm out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Both pitchers starting to get up close on pitch count-wise, you'd imagine. 2-2 again. High shot to left, forget it. Franzoni gets into one and ties this game. Oh, what a shot by Luke Franzoni. A guy who walks into the batter's box every single time he's up and thinks I'm going to hit the ball to the cars. And there he just did that. On a 2-2 fastball, it's a 3-3 ball game.
Didn't take long. And Franzoni in his second at-bat, as you mentioned, Sam, has this game even at 3. Big time. And YD is mounting the comeback.
He is a large gentleman. And that ball went away. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. They do have pitch speeds here on the scoreboard. And he took Longcar out to dinner. Pass Ferreras now steps in. Speaking of home runs, he had one his first time. First one coming to him is bounced to the left side of the infield. Cut off there by Keischel. Throw to first is just in time to get Ferreras to end the inning. But a 2-out solo home run by Luke Franzoni gets this game even. It's 3-3 heading to the bottom of the third here at Eldridge Park. YD Red Sox baseball is brought to you by MP Sports Cards. MP Sports Cards is proud to sponsor the kids' baseball clinics for the Red Sox. If you're a sports card collector, be sure to stop by and check out the latest releases, graded cards, supplies, and more. A local favorite for hobby enthusiasts across Massachusetts and, of course, your Cape Cod Baseball League. Stop in to our store and mention code Red Sox to get one free pack of 2022 Topps Baseball updates with any purchase. Some exclusions apply. Visit us at 71 Main Street in Carver, Massachusetts, or online at mpsportscards.com. Bottom half of the third here at Eldridge Park in a tie game, newly tied thanks to Luke Franzoni's home run last half. Will Rudy back to the mound. Sam Lewitz alongside Carlo Jimenez. It'll be Luke Keischel, Brock Rodden, and Kevin Sim. That's 3 through 5 in the Orleans lineup against the right-handed pitching Rudy. And he brings the first one home, a strike. 0-1 to Keischel. Keischel reached on an error, which brought around the first run of the game and his first time through in the first. Oh, 0-1. Up and away to Keischel. Keischel, a wide open stance from the right side of home plate. Deep into a crouch, hands held high. 1-1, curveball drops in strike two.
Emphatic strike two from E. Tyler Bullock.
Always like when umpires have a little flair to their calls.
They don't get enough attention.
Sometimes it's okay to be the ump show. 1-2 to Keischel. Clocked out to left, he just untied it, I think. That one's heading up, and forget it. We were tied for about 5 minutes. Luke Keichel's first home run of the summer gives Orleans a 4-3 lead. And Carlo, you were telling us early, not a guy that hits many of them, but that ball was smoked.
Yeah, when you got 300 to left, definitely helps a little bit, but man, he smacked that one.
So, a 4-3 game. Orleans leads once more here in the bottom of the third. As the first pitch to Brock Rodden is back up the middle off of Rudy's glove, and Pass Ferreras has time to recover and throw out Rodden. Ball was hit hard, clanked off of Will Rudy's glove and caromed right to Pass Ferreras. Classic 1-4-3 ground out in your scorecard. Now Kevin Sim, who was hit by a pitch on a 2-strike pitch in his first time through. Orleans first baseman, right-hand hitter. Crowds the plate. First one to him is just high. One up. Fouled off. So some high-octane offense so far here in this one. 7 runs combined between these two outs, or between these two squads before we're through 3 innings. 1 out here in the bottom of the third, 4-3 Orleans after the Keischel homer. 1-1. skips in, goes to the backstop, 2-1.
Rudy just shook off 2 signs from Reed, and so see if the catcher and the pitcher get on the same page here.
2-1. Inside corner strike. So an even count. We're yet to see LSU product Jordan Thompson. The Red Sox are supposed to get the LSU shortstop at some point this summer. And he's very, very close friends with Kevin Sim. They grew up playing together in San Diego. 2-2 home. Pulled left side and foul. Sim hit it hard, but it was well foul. So it'll be interesting to see that dynamic once Jordan Thompson makes it to the Cape. 2-2 again. Slider off the plate. Count runs full on Sim here with 1 out. A run home already on the homer. And the full count pitch. Popped foul out of play. Talked about Kevin Sim's father, KBO slugger they called Hercules, who never broke into the major leagues. He did spend spring training in 2003 with the Marlins, went 4 for 13 rather with a homer. Wanted more for his son, 3-2. Skips in for ball 4, goes to the backstop. Sim will head on to first base as Simon Reed corrals it. Sim's family moved to the U.S. from Korea when he was 7 in order to provide Kevin with the chance to play Major League Baseball if the talent presented itself, and it certainly has. A very, very strong offensive season this year at USD in San Diego for his home college. He's on at first after the walk. Now Garrett Pennington. Fox went out towards center. It's hit pretty well. Cole Carrick going back, a long way back. That one is caught out in front of the wall in right center. And Carrick drops the ball after making the catch. Well, it appeared the ball after he dropped it went over the wall.
Maybe it was on the exchange, Sam. He caught it, went to the exchange, and then lost it, and the ball goes over the wall.
I don't think he lost it after catching the ball because it didn't look like he hit the fence out in deep right center. The umpires here getting together to discuss this.
I don't think anybody has any idea what happened. They're going to have to make something up.
I certainly don't. It looked like Carrig made an incredible acrobatic run and grab in deep right center to rob Garrett Pennington of an opposite field extra base hit. We'll see where they place everyone. I think the contention from Kelly Nicholson is that Sim should be allowed to advance if the ball went out of play after the catch. It's still a live baseball. Perhaps even asking if it was a catch at all, and if it wasn't a catch, then where do they place the runners? Umpires are breaking now. They're going to put Kevin Sim at third base, I think. They're pointing to third base. Kelly Nicholson is going out to ask for clarification. It looks like it will be a catch for the second out of the inning. Then the ball going out of play, allowing Kevin Sim to advance 2 bases over to third. And I do believe it appears that Cole Carrick must have lost that ball on the transfer, popped out of his hand, popped over the fence.
That's the only way this makes any sense, right? I mean, ball's out of play, guy gets a base. Nobody reacted in center field like he didn't make that catch. The guy who tossed him the ball back was an underhand flip. You'd think sometimes maybe there's a flamboyant reaction from the audience who was right there in center field, but nobody with any hard feelings.
It seemed to be that the reaction was on the catch itself. Still quite a bit of confusion here. All three umpires talking to Kelly Nicholson. The Red Sox infielders are talking to Will Rudy behind the mound. Everyone just kind of standing about. Scott Pickler is sitting quietly in the Red Sox dugout, and he will get an explanation from the home plate umpire now. Came through on the microphone, but what it sounds to be is it is a catch for Cole Carrig. If it was on the exchange, it would have only been one base advance for Kevin Sim, losing the ball. But because they're considering it to be voluntary release of his glove, it's a two-base advancement. So we reset now with Jacob Stinson coming into the batter's box with Kevin Sim on at third and 2 out. Stinson singled home run his first time, checks the swing and went around strike one. So the scoring on that starts as an F8, and whether there's an error on the play is anyone's best guess at the moment. 0-1. Stinson takes off the plate.
The best part about all that, Sam, is Pickler's reaction to E. Tyler Bullock telling him, he said, "I got it first try. Why are we still talking?"
1-1. Strike outside corner. Well, Carlo, when you've over 500 wins in this league, you've seen it all.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And even if I haven't seen a play quite like that.
Welcome to the Cape.
Scott Pickler was calm the whole time, didn't even bother arguing anything. It's a 1-2 count for Will Rudy. Strike away from getting out of it. And he got him. On a 1-2 fastball, he got a check swing strikeout from Jacob Stinson and pushes us through here at the bottom of the third. A run home for Orleans to retake the lead. That was on the Luke Keishel homer that led off the inning. Some confusion followed, but no more runs home for YD's opponents. We head to the fourth here at Eldridge Park. The Red Sox trail Orleans 4-3.
Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Salty Dog Realty Group. Hello, Sox fans. Have you thought about buying or selling a home? Emily Shemansky of the Salty Dog Group is your pet-friendly neighborhood realtor. As part of a team at Keller Williams Realty of Cape Cod and the Islands, Emily is your go-to resource for home buying and selling. Call Emily Shemansky at 508-221-0196 or visit thesaltydoggroup.com. That's thesaltydoggroup.com. Well, Carlo Jimenez stepping you into the fourth inning here at Eldridge Park, where the YD Red Sox trail the Orleans Firebirds by a score of 4-3. And we got a new pitcher on the mound for the home team, it's AJ Bluba. That's B-L-U-B-A-U-G-H. And AJ out of Milwaukee will be on the mound, rocking the number 16 and the long sleeves as it starts to get cool here in Orleans. A 3.25 ERA for AJ and 52 2/3. He struck out 51, only walked 16. And he will be a tough matchup for these YD hitters. It's 9-1-2 to begin things. And it starts, 8-9-1. Hunter Haas, the newest Texas A&M Aggie. Although he's still rocking the Arizona State gloves. Right-handed batter digs in to face the righty Bluba. 4-3 Orleans leads. It's opening day here at Cape Cod. First time since 2009 these two teams facing off on opening day. First pitch home, and a fastball misses high. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Haas. Hunter flew out to right his last time up. Here comes the 1-0. Another fastball, this one in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights are on. The sun hidden behind the gray clouds as the flag is stoic in center here at one of the oldest ballparks on the Cape. Here comes the 1-1. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hunter Haas looks at the black end of his bat, digs in, taps the plate twice, and stares towards Bluba. Gets the first sign. Here comes the 1-2. And a wave and a strikeout to begin his Orleans career for AJ Bluba as Hunter Haas is retired for the second time today. So now Simon Reed digs in for the visiting team. Reed singled his last time up back in the second inning, part of that 2-run second inning. Base is empty, 1 out, 4-3 Orleans leads YD. Here's the first pitch to the lefty. And he fouls one back to the screen. Simon Reed out of Westmont College, as Sam mentioned, an NAIA. He was a All-American honorable mention this past year. Reed has been behind the plate today. Here's the 0-1. And he takes a big hack at a high fastball. Quickly 0-2, and it's been a lot of strikes here from AJ Bluba. Reed digs in with his white pants turning brown. 0-2, and he slaps one right at the second baseman Furman on 1 hop from deep in the dirt. The Furman takes it glove high, throws to first, and the first 2 batters of the 4th go down in order. Here's the leadoff hitter, Cade Connor.
Carlo, that was hit pretty hard by Simon Reed, a 1-hop smash. Nice play, actually, out at second by Furman. Kind of hopped into that baseball as it came up on him. A nice defensive play for the second out.
Orleans defenders have not made a mistake today. YD has 2 errors to their name. And here is Caden Connor, who walked back in the second inning with the bases empty and 2 outs. It's 4-3, Orleans over YD. First pitch to the lefty. Connor swings through a slider in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Connor, a 2021 Big West second teamer. 0-1. And he swings and cranks one into right center field. Long run for the center fielder, Honeyman. He dives. He can't come up with a baseball. Opportunity to run here for Connor. He hits the bag at second. Heading for third. The relay throw. He's in sliding. It's a triple into the gap. And YD's got the tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs here in the 4th. Cade and Connor, show me some speed.
That ball was smoked, and we saw a similar play last half inning in terms of where the ball was hit and how hard it was hit on that catch by Cole Carrick. This one just out of the reach of Travis Honeyman, and really no play on Connor. That was probably could have cruised into third base standing there.
So Cole Carrick, who is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, facing Bluba for the first time. And he has a chance to even things up and maybe take a lead with a big fly. First pitch to the left-handed batter. And he swings and foul tips the first pitch into the glove of the catcher, Burns.
This might be exactly who you want up at the dish if you're the Red Sox, a guy who's already gotten 2 base hits in this game. All it's going to take is one more, get this game back even tied.
Orleans fans filling the hill down the right field line. Pretty solid crowd here on opening night, considering it was raining, an hour before first pitch. 0-1 is a fastball that is high above the zone as Burns springs out of his squat. And the catcher snares that one. 4 runs, 4 hits for Orleans, 3 runs, 6 hits for YD. And Scott Pickler facing off against Kelly Nicholson, 2 longtime managers on the Cape. 1-1. Ground ball hit on the right side. First baseman Sim to his left, scoops it up. Underhand flip to first, and the catcher blue block covering. That does it here in the 4th. 1 hit, 1 left on. Orleans brings the tying run 90 feet away on a Cade Connor 2-out triple, but they do not score, and the Firebirds bend and do not break here in the top of the 4th. To the bottom of the 4th, coming your way for Orleans, it's the 8-9-1 hitters, Burns, Honeyman, and Furman when we return. 4-3, Orleans leads YD.
Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Salty Dog Realty Group. Hey, Sox fans, have you thought about buying or selling a home? Emily Szymanski, the Salty Dog Group, is your pet-friendly neighborhood realtor. As part of the team at Keller Williams Realty on Cape Cod and the Islands, Emily is your go-to resource for home buying and selling. Call Emily Szymanski at 508-221-0196 or visit the Salty Dog Group at .kw.com. That's the saltydoggroup.kw.com. Carlo, take it away.
Appreciate it, Sam. As we begin the home half of the 4th inning, 4-3, Orleans leads YD here on opening day of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Right in the bat of Connor Burns, swings and misses through a first pitch curveball from Will Rudy. Action in the pen for YD. We'll see how much longer Rudy goes as he peeks over the top of his black glove. Gets the sign from Reed, kicks high, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground, left side of the infield. Bovey, the third baseman, has it with ease. Throw to first in time. And Mike Bovey with a good job down there on the left field line. There's one away. It's got to feel good for Mike.
It's a couple of misplays in the first inning. Good to get one clean under your belt.
Nate. It'll be Travis Honeyman in his second at-bat as an Orleans Firebird. Honeyman almost had a diving play in right center on a Cade Connor fly ball. Honeyman out of Boston College. His freshman year hit just .071. Did something in the offseason as he swings to the first pitch and rips one into center. Center fielder Carrig on the back pedal comes up with the baseball. And a cheap out there for Rudy. And he needs one more to get through the 4th inning. One pitch. As here is the leadoff man, Furman. Opportunity for Rudy to sit him down in order for the first time since the 2nd inning. As the Orleans Firebirds look to add to their 4-3 lead. YD's outfield is going to play a little bit back. No doubles defense here. First pitch to the lefty. He looks at a fastball that misses away. Breaking ball, excuse me. 1 ball, no strikes. Furman singled and scored in the first. 1-0. Changeup catches the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a nice little off-speed pitch. Just flick it over the outside corner. Just a little show-me offering there on 1-0.
Honeyman bends back in his stance. Here comes the 1-1. And that changeup misses high. Travis Honeyman, who played with the Ocean Waves in the NECBL last summer. And he made waves. Here comes the 2-1. And he takes strike 2. That breaking ball catches the inner edge. 4-3 Orleans leads YD. Bases cleared, 2 gone, bottom of the 4th. Honeyman broke a 24-year-old NECBL record. He hit .430.
Pretty good.
Not bad. 2-2. And he swings and cranks this one right at the third baseman, Bovee, who does a little bit of a hop and records the final out of the bottom of the 4th. Well, Rudy puts him down in order for the second time today. No hits, no runs, and a 4-3 Orleans lead through 4. We head to the 5th here on the YD YouTube channel. Giardino's Family Restaurant has been a landmark for 50 years in Yarmouth area of Cape Cod and is home to the original Tasty Tower. Our pizza is still known to most who visit the Cape every year to be one of the best around. Visit us at 242 Main Street, Route 28 in West Yarmouth, or visit Giardino'sFamilyRestaurant.com. We're going to big shout out to Giardino's for sponsoring the YD Red Sox, and the Red Sox look for an opening day win against this Orleans Firebirds team, a team they had a ton of success against last year, Sam. 4-0-3. In fact, Scott Pickler all-time against Kelly Nicholson, 59-34-3. It has been one-sided in this rivalry that spans many years back. YD to begin the top of the 5th inning. 4-3 Orleans leads. A.J. Blueblaw still on the mound. He'll be facing the kid from Alabama, William Hamiter, left-handed batter. Opening offering down the hill. And Hamiter takes a changeup that misses high. YD has had opportunities. They've left 5 on the base paths so far. Big
that chance.
1-0. Hamiter looks at a fastball for a strike on the outer edge. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 home. And he fouls this one back and almost hits a car. Driving on the route behind us, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Field line and people enjoying Cape Cod baseball for the first time in 2022. 1-2. And Hamiter hits one foul, third base side. Burns thought maybe it would roll back fair, but died to the left of the line.
Little late swinging bunt there. And it almost hit that lip of grass and bounced back in towards the foul line, but it just stopped rolling just before it hit anything that might change its trajectory.
Hamiter, who will be a senior at Tuscaloosa over there at Alabama. With nobody out and nobody on. 1-2. And that got his bat up and in. Rides on the inside at 91. And Hamiter
does the ability to kind of see the inner machinations of the left-handed batters, and that face when he realized that he had fouled that ball off without even moving it off his shoulder was absolutely a look of frustration, kind of an "are you kidding me, man?"
Looking for his first hit. His team's got 6 of them. Here comes the Blueblaws 1-2 to the plate. And Hamiter pops one up down the left field line. Third baseman Keishel going over, and he'll watch it land about 4 feet foul as that ball dies. And Will Hamiter earns himself another pitch. If you're just joining us, Orleans jumped on the board first. 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. YD responded with 2 in the second. 1 more in the third to even things up, and then a Luke Keishel home run in the bottom of the third has this a 4-3 Orleans lead. Blueblaw brings the glove from his belt to his eyebrows. 1-2. And Hamiter, another foul down the left field line. Left fielder Stinson racing over. That's going to land well into foul territory. 4 or 5 kids go racing after it, trying to bring a ball home to put on the nightstand. You going to chase after one this summer, Sam?
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a day that they let me shag some as a ball boy. I'm trying to do more, as much as I can for this organization, really. Any role they'll put me in.
1-2 in the dirt. Good take there by Hamiter, who's working himself a good at-bat here against A.J. Blueblaw. Almost as good as Sam Lebowitz's commitment to YD.
I mean, I'd even bullpen catch if they want me, like our colleague over with Orleans broadcast, Luke from Missouri. I don't know how he does that, but he is both a bullpen catcher and a broadcaster for them.
Talk about versatility. That's what employers are looking for. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty slider, and down goes Hamiter. A.J. Blueblaw has another strikeout, and there's one away to begin the 5th.
It's a good pitch running down and away. Hamiter had been fouling those pitches off towards the left field line the entire at bat, and Blueblaw was working him further and further away that time, well off the plate, and Hamiter went and chased it.
Jonathan Long digs in, the Long Beach State dirtbag, as they call him. Right-handed batter with one out and the base is empty. 4-3 Orleans leads YD. Opening offering, and Long fouls a fastball straight back, 91 according to the radar.
Jonathan Long has had a couple of fly balls eaten up by that spacious center field. A couple of well-struck fly balls that just really went nowhere. As we've already talked about it a couple times today, there's just a ton of space out there. 434 to straightaway center.
0-1. There's a fastball upstairs. One ball, one strike.
And Carlo, you and I were talking earlier before the game started that the rumor is that it's only Frank Thomas who's ever hit one out there. And Jonathan Long is, a strong guy, but he isn't Frank Thomas.
1-1. And he swings and pops one up straight back. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. At least not yet. You can't give him that label yet. He's got a long baseball career ahead of him.
Well, I meant more in terms of size, because Frank Thomas isn't gargantuan human being, Shaquille O'Neal of baseball-esque. Jonathan Long is like 5'10".
6 foot, according to the records. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Although, as we often know, 5'10", 6 foot.
Guys,
dicey.
Whether it's their dating profiles or their roster bios, guys tend to add an inch or two when they can.
I'm a proud 5'10". 2 outs and back-to-back swinging strikeouts here from A.J. Blueblaw. And he'll face Mike Bovey, who walked and scored in the second, was the first run of the YD Red Sox. 4-3 Orleans leads YD. These two teams facing off for the first time since 2009 on opening day. First pitch to left-handed batter, and Bovey looks at a strike on the inside part of the plate, 92 on the fastball.
I like to say I'm an honest 6'2".
All right. We can put it to the test. Here comes an 0-1. And that breaking ball misses below the knees. I'd agree with you there. I think standing next to you, 6'2", sounds right. 2 outs and the base is vacant. YD down a run, searching for the equalizer. A.J. Blueblaw trying to strike out the side. Here comes his 1-1. And he's got strike 2. Fastball on the inner edge. And A.J. has starred out of the bullpen here for Orleans, rocking those HDMH uniforms. Marcus Stroman's brand, who this week was named to the Cape Cod Hall of Fame. 1-2 offering. That bat is broken, shattered down the right field line, scooped up by the first baseman Sim, and down goes Bovey. The bat does not die a hero, and that does it here in the top of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th inning, 3 up, 3 down for A.J. Blueblaw. 4-3, Orleans leads YD. Welcome back. Hope you didn't miss us. Bottom of the 5th inning, where the Orleans Firebirds lead the YD Red Sox 4-3 here at Eldridge Park. It's opening day. Baseball is back, and thanks so much for spending your Sunday night here with us on the YD Red Sox YouTube page. YD looking to defeat Orleans, something they did every time they faced them last year. Right-handed bat of Jacob Wilson begins the bottom of the 5th for Orleans, and he takes a first pitch strike there from Will Rudy, who's still working here in the 5th inning, although the pitch count currently sits at 73. Wilson singled back in the first. Here comes the 0-1, and he fouls it back to the screen, and he's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
And we were told by Coach Pickler before things got underway that he's going to try to cap guys that start games at about 75 pitches, and Rudy about to hit that threshold. Now Jared Lyons has been warming up in the bullpen for YD for a little bit of time now, so we'll see how long he goes.
0-2 is topped right back to the pitcher, Rudy. He gloves it knee high, jogs over to the first. Little lollipop underhand flip for the first out of the 5th. That is now 6 in a row retired by Rudy. And here is Luke Keschel.
After a difficult start in that first inning, Rudy has certainly kept the Red Sox in this game, only trailing by 1 here in the middle innings. But this guy, Luke Keschel, a bugaboo already in this game for him.
Home run his last time up. He swings at the first pitch here. And the right-handed batter curls it foul into the hill down the right field line, what Eldridge Park is so famous for. People leave their chairs out the morning of, although they probably came back to some wet chairs. What usually is a good idea. Got to check that weather report. No balls and 1 strike with 1 out and the base is empty. Orleans 4, YD 3. 0-1. Keschel looks at a strike. Fastball catches the outer edge. Keschel, a guy who didn't expect to be on the Cape last year with Orleans, Sam. Scott Pickler called him up after he was playing very well in the NECBL. Said, why not? 0-2. And he swings and fouls it back. And, well, he turned that opportunity and made good use out of it. 321 average. For most of the year was hitting around 400. Finished 1 for 12. Keschel, the reason Orleans is leading. 0-2, and he golfs this one into center field. Carrig coming in into right center on the jog, and he's called off by the right fielder, Connor, as the quadruple C's high-five each other and head back to their respective positions. There's 2 gone.
Cole Carrig, Caden Connor, lots of alliteration in that outfield for YD. William Hammer's got to get on board with that. Figure out a nickname.
Yeah, he's like the odd man out. Here's the lefty, Brock Rodden, and he takes a first pitch breaking ball that misses up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Rodden still looking for his first hit of the night. Maybe to spark a 2-out rally here for Orleans. 1-0, and he swings and drives one into left center. Carrig on the sprint. Carrig towards the wall. He reaches up with a glove hand and puts leather to baseball. Another 1-2-3 inning here for Will Rudy. It's going to be a tough pull for Scott Pickler. He's retired 8 in a row and in a groove here at Orleans. We're through 5, and it's 4-3. Firebirds lead the Red Sox.
Hey fans, Devonheim is the official website developer company of the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox. They designed and developed our website and help us with marketing to bring more fans to the games and more visitors to our website. Devonheim helps organizations generate more leads and maximize their marketing budget. Check out devonheim.com to learn more, and be sure to like Devonheim on Facebook. That's DEVADIGM.com, devonheim.com.
Appreciate it, Sam. Very, very nice job right there. 4-3, Orleans leads YD as we head into the 6th inning, and we'll see a new pitcher for the Firebirds. It's going to be Cam Jones out of Georgia State, a 3 ERA and 36 innings of work for Jones. 11 walks, 37 strikeouts, high strikeout guy. And A.J. Blueblaw, who looked terrific for the Firebirds in that last inning in the 5th, sat him down in order to see if Orleans can, or YD can get to the lefty, Cam Jones.
Jones is an interesting guy because he's a two-way player. Also played quite a bit of outfield for Georgia State, in which he hit .374 with 5 homers in 54 games played, got on base at a .429 clip. We're looking at the Capes Otani this year, perhaps. We'll see if, Orleans actually uses him as an outfielder at all. He's listed as a two-way guy in our notes. Here he is on the mound as a left-handed reliever.
A lefty will face on the right-handed bat of Franzoni. His welcome to the Cape, the Big East Player of the Year. First pitch home. And Franzoni takes a fastball high. Firebirds have the 4-3 lead thanks to a Luke Keeschel solo home run. That was in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0. Strike at the knees as the changeup finds the zone. Flag quiet in center field. Clouds covering the sky. Here's the 1-1. Misses up and away.
Nice mild evening here on the Cape before things really start to heat up in terms of summer weather. That rain really cooled us off and broke some of the humidity from earlier today.
Here comes a 2-1. And Franzoni pops one up down the right field line. The first baseman, Sim, chasing and watching it land in Souvenir City. As 2 kids go sprinting down the hill. They both spill, but one ends up with a baseball.
Oh, man down on the hill. It's a pretty steep hill, Carlo. I mean, if you're not careful going down that thing, you might lose your footing. A couple of kids there just did, trying to get perhaps a future major leaguer's foul ball.
Got to applaud the effort, though, putting their bodies on the line. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-2. Franzoni swings through a fastball. And there's the first out for Cam Jones, and it's a strikeout against Luke Franzoni. So here is Paz Ferreras, who opened up the scoring for YD with a 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning.
Jones, a guy that averaged about a strikeout per inning for Georgia State on the mound, 37 strikeouts across 36 flat innings. So certainly a guy who can miss some bats.
Opening offering to the right-handed batter. He watches a changeup catch the zone. No balls and 1 strike. A 1. And Ferreras loses his bat, pops the baseball up left side of the infield. Wilson, the shortstop, over towards 3rd, and shallowed on the left field infield. He'll make the catch. There's 2 gone quickly.
Interesting there. You don't often see guys actually make contact when the bat flies out of their hands. That one kind of softly flew over in our direction towards the on-deck circle, and the ball went straight up.
Opening day here on the Cape, 4-3. Orleans leads YD with 2 outs, and the base is clear in the visitor half of the 6th. Here is the righty Hunter Haas, and he swings and misses at a first pitch changeup. Jones rocks back and forth. Here's the 0-1. Misses low. A breaking ball. The count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Little slide step there. That was interesting to me, Carlo, with nobody on base. A little different look. Kind of sped the motion up.
Does it again. 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Another slider. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two outs, the 1-2. And a fastball way upstairs as Burns pops out and stabs it with the glove. 2 balls, 2 strikes, although no real damage with nobody aboard. Jones trying to keep this a one-run game. 2-2. Fouled straight back. Ever since the start of the fourth inning, Sam, YD just one hit and a triple from Cade Connor. See if they can get the offense back and going. Opening day. Here at Eldridge, 2-2. Another high fastball. The count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Hunter Haas.
As fast as we've seen one out of the left arm of Jones so far, that 88-mile-an-hour fastball, probably about where he tops out from the left side.
Lefty on righty, 3-2. And Haas works a walk. A good at-bat by the 8-hole hitter who's headed to Texas A&M to follow his hitting coach Michael Early after leaving Arizona State. And Simon Reed will have to strip the catcher's gear and head into the batter's box with 2 outs and the tying run at first. He represents the go-ahead in the visitor half of the 6th inning. Haas at first. Here is lefty on lefty. First pitch to Reed. And he takes a fastball on the outer edge. No balls and 1 strike. A base runner for YD. Hunter Haas at first, who's got pretty good speed. A 1 well upstairs. On the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Haas, who his freshman year led the team in stolen bases. Didn't play too much this last year for the Sun Devils. 2 outs, 1 on, 1-1. Catches the outside part of the plate on the changeup. The count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Simon Reed, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the second. See if he can move Haas over at first. Long stare at first from Jones. The pitch and the 1-2 misses below the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty Jones can hold Haas on just with his eye. Outfield swung over to the left. If Reed can paint the right field line, he could run for a while. 2-2. And he reaches for 1. Pokes it right side of the infield. Second baseman Furman will scoop up the slow roller and toss to first for the out. 1 walk, 1 left on. No runs come across. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Eldridge Park. 4-3. Orleans holds their lead on YD. Have youth summer clinics this season. I was about to say brought to you by youth summer clinics, but that's not correct. Unfortunately, no summer in YD Nation would be complete without our youth baseball clinics, where boys and girls ages 5 and up can learn the game of baseball and the importance of sportsmanship. Kids get to master the fundamentals of the game and sharpen their skills in a fun baseball camp taught by Coach Pick and the future major leaguers on our roster. For more information, go to YD Red Sox Sports Card and Giardino's Family Restaurants. The Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox and all of our kids, thank you. Bottom of the 6th coming your way at Eldridge Park. A 4-3 Orleans lead here on opening day over the YD Red Sox. And for the first time, a pitcher out of the bullpen here in 2022. It's Jared Lyons, a graduate of George Mason, who rocked a 5.6 today's opening day, Sam, that have a lot of load already coming into the Cape.
Yeah, Carlo, that is pretty if you look at that earned run average, but He pitched to a 3.73 the previous inning, the previous year. And the big issue for Jared Lyons this season was the home run ball. He gave up 7 this year, which was also a career high. Look for him to try to keep the ball.
And Sim takes a breaking ball for a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike.
He's also a returner for YD. He got into 3 games for Yarmouth last summer. Had decisions in 2 of the 3, both starts, 1 and 1 on the summer.
0-1, skips well in front of the plate, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Sim has yet to be retired. Was hit by a pitch on his elbow guard in the first. That got more plastic than it did arm. And took a walk in the third as the 1-1 misses. And the count 2 balls and a strike, fastball below the zone.
Not the first time that Jared Lyons has faced Orleans, actually. One of those 3 appearances was a strong 1-run, 6-inning outing here last summer on July 30th.
2-1, half a swing, but enough as Sim goes. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Walked 3, struck out 4 in that start, and a 5-1 YD win that he got credit for.
Lions already success against these HDMH uniforms. Can he replicate that? 2-2. Another ball in the dirt and a full count to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th, Kevin Sim, with Garrett Pennington waiting his turn.
And we would be remiss to not mention the facial hair on Jared Lyons, the mustache goatee combo. He looks like a villainous pirate.
You know a guy means business when he's got that.
Yeah.
3-2. And another walk. So Kevin Sim has been hit by a pitch, and he's taken a free bag twice. And he is aboard as YD tries to keep this a 1-run game. The Firebirds looking to add to their advantage. And here is Garrett Pennington, who struck out in the first, and on an awkward play back in the third was called out on a fly ball to center, in which Cole Carrick, as we were explained, lost the ball on the exchange. It went over the fence, and it's 2 bases for Sim, who would go to third. Righty on righty. And the first pitch is a fastball for a strike on the outer edge.
You look at Lions' stat line this year for George Mason, and the walk totals do actually really stand out to you. In those 80 and 2/3 innings he threw, he walked 40 guys, which is far too many. I'm sure he'll tell you that much in that leadoff walk. Just more of the same for Jared Lyons, I'm sure.
0-1 and a big hack at a curveball. And the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
Showed something there, though, on that breaking ball, got a whiff.
Lyons is a guy with a ton of experience. Sam, coming into this Cape season, he's thrown a total of 196 innings in his collegiate career.
A rare graduate that we see on the Cape, but utilizing that extra year of eligibility from his COVID year to play out another summer before going back.
1-1 and another wave. Ball in the dirt. Running on the play is Sim. Throw to second. They got him. What a play by Reed. On the swinging strike 3. He's able to gun one to second base. A nice tag there by the shortstop Haas. And you get 2 for the price of 1. Bases are cleared and 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th.
It was a good breaking ball to get Pennington swinging, but as soon as that ball hit dirt, Kevin Sim was breaking as soon as he saw that ball in the dirt, headed towards second. Simon Reed corralled it instantly and threw a strike. That's a great defensive play from the NAIA catcher, Simon Reed. Got to give him props there. Also, props Jared Lyons on putting away a brilliant 2-strike curveball there.
Curveball seemed to be working here early. Lions, who's got a chance to face the minimum at the bottom of the 6th and keep this a 1-run game. 4-3, Orleans leads YD. It's opening day. Firebirds in the lead, trying to do something they didn't do all of last season. First pitch to the lefty and a big swing and a miss from Stinson. Firebirds were unable to beat the Red Sox. They did tie them 3 times and lost 4. No wind and a great crowd on hand on this Sunday night. 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to second. Pass Ferreras, the second baseman. Scoops, lobs to first, and that does it. 1 walk, a nice double play turned on a swinging strike 3, and a throw out to second. And then the ground ball to second base ends things in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. Sam Lebowitz will take us the rest of the way. can YD get a couple more runs? Down 4-3 to Orleans through 6.
Seventh inning, top half. And with it, the top of the Red Sox order will get us going here at Eldridge Park as Whitey trails Orleans by a score of 4-3. It'll be Caden Connor, Cole Carrig, and William Hamiter to get us going here against the left-hander, Cam Jones out of Georgia State, who pitched a strong top half of the sixth, walked one, otherwise a strikeout, and no base runners otherwise. Caden Connors had a decent day, a walk, a triple. He's also flown out 1 out of 2. Tough left-handed on left-handed matchup here, though, as Jones gets 2 lefties in this inning. First one to Connor, a letter high strike. Cole Carrig, a switch hitter on deck, then another left-handed batter, William Hamiter. There's action out in the Orleans bullpen. Is the 0-1 breaking ball that sits high. We'll see if they'll have a right-hander ready for Johnny Long if it gets to that point here in this top half of the 7th. Here on opening night, 1-1. Another belt-high strike over the outside corner on an off-speed pitch at 76 miles an hour from Jones, who sets closed on the mound from third base side. 1-2. Foul back.
Keep on, man.
4-3 Orleans here, top half of the 7th at Eldridge Park. And a 1-2 count on Connor. Chopped right side, over to get it is Sim. Covering on it first as Jones races to the bag. He beats him for the first out. Even in this early season, PFP's in order for Orleans. We've seen a couple of nice plays in which the pitcher had to cover in this game. There's an example on the first out. Brings Cole Carrig up to the dish. 2 out of 3 in this one. He's twice singled and gets his first licks in this game from the right side of the plate. The switch hitter has batted left-handed all 3 times so far today. Jones' first one here. Foul back. Carrick's had a nice day out in center. He's tracked some balls down in the gaps. Showed off some speed and defensive abilities to the scouts behind home plate. 0-1 sits well high. At 85 miles an hour, we saw Jones up to 88 in his first inning of work with that fastball. Here working in his second inning of work out of the bullpen for Orleans. 2-1. Foul back. Rather, count runs to 1-2 now after the even count. Check swing foul there for Cole Carrig. Switch hitter, batting right. 2 guys squaring off here with some nice flow out of their caps. 1-2, pulled, left side and foul. Carrick, a guy who started growing out the hair, just figured why not. Stopped getting haircuts, decided he liked it. And now one of the more recognizable mains on this Red Sox team. 1-2 slide step. Hammered out to left, heading out towards the corner. That ball's carrying, and forget it. Cole Carrick tucks one into the left field corner and ties this game. It's 4-4.
Well, you hang around by a run for long enough, you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And Cole Carrick, have yourself a beginning of the season. How about a 3-hit night?
Looked like he got an off-speed pitch that just hung up on him. It's the third Whitey home run of this game. He joins Luke Franzoni and Pass Ferreras to homer tonight. As here in the seventh, it's a brand new ball game at Eldridge Park, 4-4. First one now on its way to William Hammer, fouled back to the net, a fastball. Only 3 home runs on the regular season for the San Diego State University product, Carrick. Guy who doesn't hit for a lot of power, gets lots and lots of base hits, but there, only 300 down that left field line. And he tucked one in the corner as the 0-1 is over the middle for strike 2 on William Hammer. Another left-on-left matchup here for Cam Jones. Quick 0-2 count on its way. Swing and a miss, high fastball, got him swinging.
Third time today, Hammer has been down via the K.
Second strikeout for Cam Jones. And he will stay and face the right-handed batter, John Long, out of Long Beach State. Johnny's blown out twice to center, also struck out his last time through. First one to him. Breaks over to the inside corner, first strike 1. Riveting matchup here at Eldridge Park on opening night. Couldn't have asked for a better game between these two teams. 0-1. Swing and a miss, big cut by Long. Seen plenty of homers, plenty of offense, some quiet middle innings while Carlo was on the mic. Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
Long summer ahead of us, 0-2 to Long. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Took some speed off that one, an off-speed pitch. Long cuts through it. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Cam Jones, but the Red Sox get this game even. A solo homer for Cole Carrick. It's 4-4 here. Stretch time at Eldridge Park. Get up, move around a little bit. We'll talk to you in the bottom half of the 7th. Bottom half, 7th inning here at Eldridge Park. We just stretched. Hope you did too. Got a good finish brewing here in Orleans, Massachusetts, as the Firebirds and your Whitey Red Sox are square up at 4 runs apiece. 4 runs on 7 hits with 2 errors for the Red Sox. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Firebirds. Jared Lyons gets his second inning of relief here for the Red Sox here. Now tasked with holding a tie game. Gets 8-9-1. Connor Burns, the catcher, leads off and takes a breaking ball beneath the zone for ball 1. He'll be followed by Travis Honeyman and Nate Furman. Burns 0 for 2, a strikeout, a ground ball. Right-hand pitcher on right-hand hitter here. And a 1-0. Popped up, back of first. Long, stop now, moving further back past Ferreras into foul territory and makes a nice running grab. I don't think Long really had much of a chance the entire way that ball was in the air. Didn't look very comfortable tracking it on this dusk sky, but past Ferreras came flying out of nowhere to snag that ball moving into foul territory.
He's got 4 more games out there at second baseman than Jonathan Long does here at Eldridge Park. A little bit more experience. He made a nice play.
Brings to the plate Travis Honeyman, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2, a ground ball and a fly ball. Out of Boston College. Light starting to play more of a factor here. First one, breaking ball in for strike 1. That's a nice looking one to get ahead in the count 0-1. Still some bright spots in the sky, but mostly cloud cover, and the sun definitely starting to set here as we're just past 8:30 Eastern time. 0-1 skips to the backstop, 1-1. A nice mild evening weather-wise here on the Cape. Had a little bit of rain for a couple hours in the mid-afternoon, but paved ways for some bright skies as we move towards first pitch tonight. 1-1 to Honeyman. High fly ball, well hit left center field. Carrick started back, now in, and he makes the catch. Quick 2 outs here for Jared Lyons in the bottom half of the 7th.
Well, the Lions and then the end of the Rudy outing has been really strong here, Sam. Outside of that one walk, ever since the 4th inning.
After the Keishel homer that led off the 4th, that walk outside of Lions' walk, there's only been 2 walks. Those have been the only 2 base runners, no hits since that home run. Hopefully a trend that continues for the Red Sox pitchers here as we move towards the late stages of this game. Nate Furman bats with the top of the order for the Firebirds, takes high. Furman singled in the first, was robbed of a second hit in his second at-bat on a diving catch by William Hamiter in left. It's 1 for 3 overall, 1-0. Misses low, 2-0, tried to back foot a slider and missed. It's also lined out to third. Working that opposite field stroke today is Furman, who Carlo mentioned his last time through hit .430 last summer in the NECBL, which is pretty good.
Record book's good.
2-0. Strike at the letters. On a fastball at 92 from Lyons. Lyons, the graduate out of George Mason University, threw a career-high 80 2/3 innings this year. 2-1 here, the Orleans second baseman. There's a slider in on the inside corner for strike 2.
Lyons graduated in rehabilitation science. So, I mean, he's got to stay pretty healthy, you'd think,
You'd
right?
think probably knows how to take care of his arm.
Yeah.
Can handle that workload. Even count here on Nate Furman. 2-2 swing and a foul tip back into the umpire. And we'll do it again. Got a tie ball game here at Eldridge Park. YD and the Firebirds square up at 4 apiece. 2 out. 2-2 count on Nate Furman. Nobody on base. 2-2 on its way. Breaking ball in there. Strike 3 called. Lyons works a 1-2-3 frame. He's looked solid out of the YD bullpen. Keeps this game tied. We head to the 8th inning. It's 4-4. Welcome back to Eldridge Park here in the top half of the 8th inning. And Mike Bovee, Luke Franzoni, and Pass Ferreras will face a new arm. It's right-hander Tommy Hopfe out of Fresno State. 6'1" right-hander from Bakersfield, California. Pitched to a 2.81 ERA this year with 30 strikeouts across 41 2/3. First pitch to Mike Bovee misses off the plate for ball 1 at 90 miles an hour. 1-0 count to Mike Bovee. Is poked over second. That's going to be a base hit heading into right center. Cut off by Pennington. Holds Mike Bovee to a leadoff single. His first hit tonight to go along with the walk. And the go-ahead run on the base paths for YAD. We'll see what they do with Luke Franzoni. This is a situation you would think where a manager who's been around the league for a long time, like Scott Pickler, might want to bunt, get the go-ahead run in a scoring position, but Luke Franzoni, all 6'4" of him, with his home run today and all 29 that he hit for Xavier this year, not a guy you'd expect to be the guy to drop down a bunt, but we'll see what they do. First one not squared, and a big swing and a miss by Franzoni. 88-mile-an-hour fastball that he blew by him. Right-hander sets at the belt, 0-1. It's fouled back, 0-2 count on Franzoni. Only 2 steals in the year for Mike Bovee. 0-2 swing and a miss. He got him. 3 pitches, 3 fastballs, 3 strikes, as Franzoni is struck out for the second time today. Brings up Pass Ferreras. Pass today, a homer. 1 for 3 overall. So the Red Sox power bats here. Batting as Ferreras lifts one to right. In towards the line, Pennington, a long run in, he makes the catch.
And Pennington was playing no doubles, and so he had to come a while to get under that baseball.
Brings up Hunter Haas. Shortstop for YD today, has walked in 3 trips to the plate. He's also flown out and struck out 0 for 2 overall. So after the leadoff single by Mike Bovee, a couple of quick outs for Tommy Hopfe. First one inside for ball 1. Tough year for Hunter Haas. He's transferring out of ASU this year. 1-0, a strike. Just a 186 average this year. Played 30 games, only started 19 of them. 11 out of 59 hits out of at-bats. Didn't homer. Trying to play a little bit better here in his second season on YD, as he will swing and foul the 1-1 off his foot heading towards his dugout.
Haas did tear his rotator cuff midway through the season, and from talking to a couple people at ASU, felt like maybe at times he was batting when that shoulder wasn't totally healed, and some pinch hit opportunities.
1-2, high. Count runs even. He says he's healthy now, and he says that this summer is going to be something that he uses to better himself as he moves forward to Texas A&M. Something he announced pretty recently on his own after entering the transfer portal after his season ended. 2-2. His bounce left side, sliding stop, knocked down there at third by Keishel. Throw across the diamond high, pulls Sim off the bag, he's safe. Keishel made an acrobatic sliding stop to knock that ball down, didn't field it cleanly, and his throw was too high for Kevin Sim, who had to evacuate the base. We'll see how that goes. It was a tough play. Probably give him a hit. And now Simon Reed will bat with 2 guys on. Reed's got a single and 3 trips. Go ahead, runs on base. First one to him, off the plate away. Big spot for the Red Sox here in the 8th inning of a tie ball game. You're at Eldridge Park on opening night, trying to walk away 1-0 to start their summer season. Hopfy set at the belt, 1-0, away again. 2-0 now as catcher Connor Burns will go talk to his right-hander.
You got the go-ahead run at second base, and Jared Lyons dealing on the other end. I mean, if you're YD, you got to feel like 1 run could be enough with how Lyons is pitching.
We move closer to the end of this game. Any run is going to be key, especially considering no extra innings in these full 9-inning games that we're playing this summer. 2-0 on its way to Simon Reed. Chopped foul left side out towards his dugout. So the count moves to 2-1. Mike Bovey, average runner on at second. Hunter Haas runs well, he's at first. Here with 2 out. Hopfy sets. 2-1, high and away. 3-1 count. Looming on deck is the top of the Red Sox order in Caden Connor, who's powered a triple in this game. Another left-hand hitter. First, the 3-1 count on its way to Simon Reed. Popped up, foul out of play. And we will move to a full count. Reed looks like he tore his batting glove. He'll get a new one on that swing. Gives us a chance to reset here, 4-4 tie at Eldridge Park on opening night here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Good game here between YD and Orleans. Red Sox have come back from a 3-0 deficit and a 4-3 deficit to tie this game at 4 in the later goings. And a threatening chance here with 2 on and 2 out and a full count. And a chance to take the lead with their 9-hole hitter, catcher Simon Reed. He's back in the box. Runners will be set to go. 3-2 on its way. Upstairs for ball 4. So Reed loads them up, and Caden Connor's got a chance here with 2 outs and the sack's full to do some damage for YD.
Second time today, the Red Sox have had them loaded with 2 outs. They left them all in the second. Let's see if they can take advantage of what is a golden opportunity in the 8th. He really would put the pressure on Orleans, who's now on their heels with just 6 outs to go.
So Tommy Hopfy gets Caden Connor on the top of the Red Sox lineup. Bases full of Red Sox here with 2 on and a tie game in the top half of the 8th inning.
Come through, man. Working hard here, bro.
First one on its way to Caden Connor. Low in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher, Burns. 1-0. Carlo, this is the stuff you dream of when you're in your backyard with your brothers and your friends. Bases loaded, tie ball game. Chance to be a hero on opening night for Caden Connor. 1-0 home. He squares the bunt, and it's foul. YD going for a try at a squeeze play here with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Not something you see often. Connor bunted it foul, so just a strike here in a 1-1 count to the Sox right fielder. Hopfy set at the belt, open stance on the mound, 1-1 home, away for ball 2.
We saw Connor with the triple earlier, and so maybe he felt like with his speed and Keishel playing deep, he could get there to first, but you got to put a perfect bunt down.
Third baseman Keishel is playing off the line and even with the second base back, so he's pretty far back. Now a few steps in after the bunt attempt. A 2-1 count on Caden Connor, left-hand batter, on its way. Swing and a foul tip held for strike 2. So it's 2-2 in a tie game here in the 8th inning with 2 out. Base is full of Red Sox. Connor taking his time getting back into the box. Big spot here. Want to be prepared. Hoppy has his sign. 2-2 home. High fly ball on the left field line moving towards the corner. It is caught in foul territory by the left fielder Jacob Stinson. So again, the Red Sox load him up with 2 out and fail to score. This game remains tied. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Eldridge Park. It's 4-4. In the Cape Cod Baseball League here at Eldridge Park, Sam Lebowitz, Carlo Jimenez carrying you through the later stages of this matchup that's been really, really fun way to start this season. 4-4, couldn't ask for a better game. Lots of high stakes, lots of high leverage here at Eldridge Park on a beautiful night for baseball as the sun is finally set. And we are under the lights fully here in Orleans, Massachusetts. Bottom 8, Jared Lyons is back on the mound for YD. He gets 2, 3, 4 in the Orleans lineup. That's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson, to start, followed by Luke Keischel and Brock Rodden. Right-handed on right-handed here to start the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Wilson is a strike on a breaking ball that he got over 0-1. Jacob Wilson, the son of Jack Wilson, 12-year Major League vet. Single in the first inning has since made twice made outs. He's 1 for 3 overall. 0-1 coming. Skips in to the dirt. 1-1 from Jared Lyons. Jacob Wilson out of Grand Canyon University. Red Sox should have a couple of GCU guys coming their way soon. 1-1 home. Late swing and a foul tip on a breaking ball that he stayed back on. Count moves to 1-2. Connor Markle, the left-handed pitcher. Homer Bush Jr., an outfielder. Another former son of a major leaguer, Homer Bush. Can you believe it? Homer Bush Jr.
I can.
Should be headed to YD soon. Wouldn't be the only son of a major league the Red Sox have. 1-2 home in the dirt. Didn't get him to swing on another breaking ball. Lots and lots of sliders from Jared Lyons. In this outing, he's worked 2 scoreless. He's walked just 1 batter. Of course, I was talking about Cole Roberts, who we haven't seen tonight. Son of Dave Roberts, LA Dodgers manager, Red Sox legend here out in Massachusetts. 2-2 to Wilson. Check swing, didn't go again. This breaking ball just missed the zone. Count runs full.
I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Sam, that this is the first time since 2009 these two teams have faced off on opening day. Notable people played in that game.
First, the 3-2 is in there. Strike 3 call. He got him on the outside corner with a fastball. The first fastball that Wilson saw all plate appearance, and he nailed him on the outside corner. Key first out here for Jared Lyons. Brings Luke Keischel back up to the plate. Keishel's got the biggest swing of the day for Orleans, a home run. Back in the home half of the 3rd. That's the last hit for Orleans in this game. They've only got 4. They haven't had one since the homer as Keischel swings through a first pitch fastball 0-1. Rather a slider, actually. That one broke over the inside part of the plate. Now an 0-1 to the right-hand hitter. Didn't go as he checked his swing on a pitch away. 1-1, another slider from Jared Lyons. Open stance at the plate for Keishel. 1-1 home. This one low, another slider. 2-1. Now we don't get the pitch data here for our guys, but heavy breaking ball usage from Jared Lyons in this outing. 3 straight sliders to start Keishel. Here's the 2-1. That one just missed. Another breaking ball. Closest pitch of the at-bat so far. Count moves to 3-1. Lions pitch count just 32 through 2 1/3 here in relief. 3-1 coming to Keishel. Upstairs, a fastball, and he missed for ball 4. Second walk for Jared Lyons.
Tried to get it done how he downed Jacob Wilson. And now Orleans has the go-ahead run at first.
Brings Brock Rodden to the plate, who's been held quiet tonight by YD. He's 0 for 3, a couple of ground outs and a fly ball to center. The designated hitter, batting left tonight for Orleans, a former JUCO guy, now has moved on to Wichita State, where he hit 17 home runs for the Shockers. Runner on first, 1 out, first to check over on him. Rodden, an infielder by trade, played at Seminole State College for 2 years before moving on to Wichita State. First one to him. Foul back. Oklahoma native. Stands just 5'9", 170, but he packs a punch. 13 doubles, 2 triples, 17 home runs this year for Wichita State. Works with an 0-1 count here with a runner on first and 1 out. Tie game, bottom 8. Lions deals. Runner going. Pitch away. Throw down. Pick. Tag. Got him! Simon Reed guns out another one. Second runner he's thrown out on the base paths in this game, in the second half of this game. That's a huge second out for Jared Lyons. Keeps the runner out of scoring position, and you got 2 out, nobody on here. And that's a great pick and tag by Hunter Haas, the shortstop, too. Got to give him credit as well. It's a 1-1 count now for Jared Lyons to Rodden. Breaking ball drops in, strike 2. Both runners thrown out by Reed have been to the benefit of Jared Lyons, as Kevin Sim was also thrown out in Lyons' first inning of work. 1-2, foul back. And when a guy like Reed is throwing so effectively behind the plate, he's a weapon on the defensive side for Scott Pickler. Talk about the impact that Reed can have on this field as a 9-hole hitter coming out of NAIA. 1-2. Up and away, didn't miss by much on a fastball. So the count runs even, 2-2. Bases empty in a tie game here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lions out of a full windup, 2-2 home. Breaking ball got him swinging on a beautiful curveball running away from Rodden towards the outside part of the plate. First strike 3, 2 strikeouts in the inning, a caught stealing after a walk. Jared Lyons with 3 scoreless innings. We move to the 9th here on opening night from Eldridge Park. It's 4-4. To the ninth we go here at Eldridge Park, the final inning both of regulation and of this baseball game, period. No extra innings here in the Cape Cod Baseball League this summer, so if the Red Sox fail to tie here in the top half of this ninth inning in a 4-4 tie, they'll be playing for a tie in the bottom half. And they'll do it with the meat of their order, 2 through 4. Cole Carrig, William Hamiter, Jonathan Long. Cole Carrig, big impact on this game for YD. A couple of singles his first 2 times up, and then a game-tying home run back in the 7th against the left-hander Cam Jones. First one to him, he drops down a bunt, and it is foul. And they're going to call Cole Carrig out. They said he was out of the box when he attempted that bunt. That he was running before that bunt. They're going to call him out for leaving the batter's box before he made contact with the ball. And Scott Pickler is out to talk to him. Carrick shaking his head. He can't believe the call on the first pitch of the top of the ninth inning in a league where you have to play for ties if you don't score after 9. That is a huge, huge out to erase Cole Carrig in this inning. Pickler returns to his third base coaching box, and William Hamiter will hit. 1 out, nobody on, and Hopfe misses away for ball 1. 0 for 4 day for William Hamiter. He struck out 3 times. Made a diving catch out in left field early in this one. And Carlo, that is a huge, huge call in this game as Hopfe deals a 1-0. It's over the outside corner, strike 1 on an off-speed pitch. We don't get the benefit of replay necessarily doing these radio-style casts on the road, so we can't really tell you for sure as Hamiter swings and misses on the 1-1. It's 1-2. Whether he truly was out of the box or not, it's not up to us to decide if that was a correct call or not, but certainly one that will have ramifications on this game. It's a 1-2 count of the left-hand hitting Hamiter. Away on a fastball. 89 from Hopfe. 2-2 count. Hamiter trying to find his way on base. Give the Red Sox a chance to push the go-ahead run across here in the top of the ninth. 2-2 home. Pulled foul on a line drive heading down the right field line. So we'll reset on a 2-2 count and do it again. Closes the book on Cole Carrick for the day. He goes 3 for 5 with a homer. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. And Hamiter will run this one out as Burns throws him out at first base on a drop third strike. That's your second out.
Well, Jonathan Long doesn't have a hit yet today, and that would be a good time forward. ID needs a run, or as you mentioned, Sam, playing for the tie, and no one likes a tie.
It's baseball. We don't play ties most of the time. Jonathan Long will swing at the first pitch and top one slowly to short. In comes Wilson, barehand. He has no play. So the Red Sox will get a base runner here in the top of the ninth inning as Jonathan Long collects his first hit of the summer season on a swinging bunt that got by the mound. And we will get a pinch runner. And Massachusetts natives, this sounds familiar. The pinch runner is a Roberts. It's Cole Roberts. The Red Sox perhaps in need of a stolen base here. 2 out, runner on first. Roberts replacing Johnny Long. As Connor Burns will go out for a conversation with Tommy Hopfe. Roberts out of Loyola Marymount University, an upperclassman, a team captain this year. Just like his father, his biggest weapon is his legs. And whether it be by a stolen base attempt or a ball in the gap, Scott Pickler utilizing his speed off the bench here in the top half of this ninth inning
Stole 7 bases this past year at LMU. And now we're going to get a pitching change for Orleans.
Yeah, Kelly Nicholson out of the dugout. After Burns talked to Hopfy, he'll head right back out with his infield and his coach, as Tommy Hopfy will head into the dugout. And we will get a new pitcher in this game. This will be a left-hander coming in for the Orleans Firebirds.
It looks like Josh Allen out of Duke is going to be your new pitcher.
Not to be confused with the quarterback. We'll introduce you to him after the pitching change. Once he's all warmed up, we'll be right back here on the Red Sox YouTube stream here in the top of the 9th. Runner on first, 2 outs. Pitching change. So the new pitcher for Orleans here with 2 out and a runner aboard here in the 9th inning is none other than Josh Allen, left-hander out of Oviedo, Florida. Plays his college ball at Duke. Pitched to a 6.52 earned run average this season for Duke in 27 appearances. Mostly was all used as a reliever, sometimes a multi-inning guy, 38 2/3 innings. Struck out 48 batters, so better than a strikeout per 9, only walked 18. But he struggled over the final half of the season, the final month, pitched to an ERA approaching 9 in his final 21 1/3 innings. Had been sitting in the mid-3s prior to that. He's tasked with Mike Bovey, left-hand hitting third baseman for YD today. He singled his last time up. He's also got a walk. 1 out of 3 overall. Cole Roberts, the pinch runner, on at first. Tie game, top half of the 9th, 2 out. Here on opening night from Eldridge Park in Orleans, Massachusetts. Left on left. First one away at 89 miles an hour. Mostly a fastball slider guy. He'll work in the occasional changeup. And another tough left-on-left matchup for the Red Sox, whose left-handed batter struggled against their previous left-handed opponent, Cam Jones. 1-0, high strike. And some outcry from the Red Sox dugout over the generous letter-high strike on a fastball, 1-1 count. Roberts getting a decent-sized lead on at first. He's going, got a great jump. Throw down, not in time. Roberts does his job, gets himself in a scoring position with a stolen base. The pitch was away on a fastball to Bovey, so a 2-1 count here. With the speedster Cole Roberts on at second. That's the go-ahead run. Red Sox have to score here if they want to win this game. Otherwise, they'll be playing for a tie in the bottom of the 9th with no extra innings. Roberts off second. 2-1 to Bovey. strike. Outside corner, Bovee recoils out of the batter's box after hearing the call on a pitch he certainly thought was away.
2 tough strike calls here for Mike.
It's an even count. With Roberts on at second, 2 out. 2-2 home. In the dirt. Good take, even better block by Connor Burns. So the count runs full. If Bovee were to reach the big power bat of Luke Franzoni, who has homered today, but has also struck out twice, would bat with 2 men on. It's a 3-2 count. Roberts off second. On its way, runner going to third, and it's topped slowly up the first base line, going to be a tough play. And he can't pick it up, it's down. Roberts is heading home, he's going to be a dead duck. Cole Roberts out at home after the pitcher, Josh Allen, couldn't pick up the soft ground ball along the first base line. He wasn't going to have a play on at first base. Bovee was going to be safe. Cole Roberts was off second with the pitch on 3-2, and he never stopped running. But the ball was never further than 50 feet from home plate, and Allen, on his second attempt to pick the ball up, just threw home through a strike, and Roberts was out by 10 feet. We'll head to the bottom half of the 9th inning. The Red Sox have to play for a tie. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the 9th inning. New pitcher for the Red Sox here in this tie ball game, where they'll have to play for a tie after an eventful top half of the 9th that saw Cole Carrick called out for leaving the batter's box on a bunt attempt to lead off the inning, and saw Cole Roberts thrown out at home plate trying to score from second on an infield hit that never got further than 50 feet away from the mound on the first baseline. The new pitcher for the Red Sox, who will try to close us out here and give us an opening day tie, is Dylan Ray, the 6'4" right-hander out of the University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa. He served as Alabama's closer this year, 4.60 ERA in 31 games. First pitch to Kevin Sim is in for strike one, a slider that he got over the plate. 31 in the third innings, 49 strikeouts, walked 15. Gave up 7 homers. Sims got power at the plate. 0-1. Breaking ball again. This one just missed. First team All SEC this year and formerly a freshman All SEC. 6 saves and 18 appearances out of the bullpen for Alabama. Works out of the full windup. 1-1 home. Broken bat, ground ball, past the mound. Tough play at short. Hunter Haas. Throw! Safe! Both the barrel of the bat and the baseball were headed towards the shortstop position. Couldn't tell which was which for a moment. Hunter Haas could. He charged, made a great barehand play and an incredible acrobatic throw, but he was just late. Gives us a chance to actually mention some defensive changes in the field for the Red Sox. Caden Connor has moved from right field to first base, and Carson Wells, brother of Austin Wells out of USC, is in right field after Jonathan Long was pinch ran for. So Wells, not that it matters, we're not playing extra innings, would bat in the 4-hole that Long was in. Runner on first, that's Sim, no outs. Garrett Pennington, 0 for 3 today. Couple of strikeouts is the batter, right on right. First one. Grounded to third, could be 2. Bovey picks it, gets 1 at second. Pass Ferreras to first, in time for 2. The Red Sox go around the horn on the first pitch to Pennington. 5 for 3, a double play erases the leadoff base runner. 2 out, nobody on. Comes down to Jacob Stinson. Stinson is 1 out of 3 today. Singled his first time up, drove in a run. He struck out and grounded out. Left-hand batter against the right-handed Ray. First one to him. Breaking ball off the plate away. Outfield playing as deep as you can in the corners. Lots of space in center. Cole Carrick playing about where he has all game. Not really a threat for a homer over his head. Trying to protect the doubles all the way around in the outfield. They're playing Stinson straight up as they are in the infield as well. 1-0 home to Stinson. Swing and a miss. Didn't mean to, win anyways. On a breaking ball, 1-1. And that was filthy.
Should Stinson reach, pinch hitter Garrett Gilmet on deck for Connor Burns for Orleans.
More offensive-minded catcher than Burns. Should it get there? Stinson rests the bat on his shoulder as the pitch is heading home on a 1-1. Breaking ball, this one missed away. 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball, it's 2-1. Home to Jacob Stinson. Fastball strike at the knees at 94 from Dylan Ray. Even count, 2-2, 2 out. Nobody on here in the bottom of the ninth of a tie game. Red Sox trying to go home on opening day with a tie. On its way. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it. The Red Sox corral a tie here on opening night here at Eldridge Park in Orleans, Massachusetts. A eventful ball game to start our season. Scott Pickler will have to wait a day further to move up the ranks in the record books for all-time wins here in the Cape League. And Carlo, not the start that the Red Sox were hoping for, but it's not a win, but it's not a loss either.
Not a win, not a loss, but 8 guys left on base. You got to feel like this is one you should have had. I mean, you look at the board, 11 hits and just 4 runs to show for it. Whitey doesn't come away with a loss, but they were so close, had the go-ahead run at third in that 9th inning. And an opportunity, they're going to say, slipped through their grasp.
The Red Sox can't come away with the ultimate positive out of this one, but they do come away with plenty of positives to take away from this ball game. They hit 3 home runs in this game, and the pitching, after a third-inning Luke Keeschel homer, did not allow a hit the rest of the way home outside of that infield single in the 9th inning from Kevin Sim.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic stuff from Lions. Rudy really looked good. And you're not sure if we're gonna see these guys a lot this summer, Sam, considering their high pitch counts during the collegiate season. But man, they both looked really, really solid on the mound. And hey, if Dwight's getting balls out of the field early, that's got to feel good. Almost everybody made a contribution offensively here today. In fact, everybody reached except Will Hamiter. So a good job by the offense, and just at the end of the day, not able to capitalize with runners in scoring position.
So your final lines here from Eldridge Park in Orleans, Massachusetts on opening night here of the CCBL in 2022 for your YD Red Sox. It was 4 runs on 11 hits with 2 errors. And for the Orleans Firebirds, 4 runs on 5 hits with no errors. That'll do it here on our broadcast for tonight. We will be back with you tomorrow against the reigning CCBL champions, the Brewster Whitecaps. That's a ball game in Brewster, and another 6:30 start time. We'll catch you then. I've been Sam Lewitz. He's been Carlo Jimenez. A 4-4 tie for the Red Sox tonight to open the season. Better things in store moving forward. We'll see you tomorrow.